So you've learned how to make toppers for your Pair Eyewear glasses. Now you need a place to store them. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this adorable, useful storage box to hold all of your toppers. Hello everyone, Christina here with Simply Simple Stamping, taking over the channel again today. So a few weeks ago I taught you how to make your own toppers for your Pair Eyewear glasses. But we all know we need a creative place to store them. And we can't just do that a simple way. We have to make our own. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this adorable box to hold all of your pear toppers as well as organize them. I hope you guys are ready to get started because I am. Now, if you're sitting here going, Christina, what do you mean pear toppers? What are you talking about? I actually made a video a couple weeks ago on how to make your own toppers for your Pair Eyewear glasses. I will include that right up here so that you can go watch that video first and then come back here to make the box for it. And a quick reminder, if you are not a Pair Eyewear wearer, but you would like to be, we will have a link down in the description where you can go ahead and purchase your Pair Eyewear with a small discount if you use our link. So this is the storage container we're going to be making today. This is just an easy little box that we were able to put together with cardstock, and then we used cardstock to make our little dividers as well, and it just perfectly holds all of your glasses toppers, keeps them organized. You can immediately go, oh, I want blue flowers, and then you can go to it and pull it out. So I'm excited to show you guys how to do this. Let's get started. So today I am going to be using the Simply Scored tool to create my box. And for my cardstock, I have got a piece of Berry Burst that is 9 3/4 by 8.5. Use whichever one goes with the scrapbook paper or designer series paper you're using to decorate your box. So the measurements for this are really simple. I am just going to score this at 2 inches on all 4 sides. So there's 1, 2, get the third side, all the way down. There we go. We've got the beginnings of our box. So next I'm going to grab my paper snips, my little scissors here, and I am going to cut these inside pieces right here. And I want to do that with the score line on the square, not the rectangle. I know it's kind of hard to see those score lines right now, but it'll make sense as it comes together. So I'm going to start with this square right here. And like I said, I want that score line inside. So I am going to cut along the left-hand side of that score line like that. And I am going to do that on all 4 pieces. The inside close to the rectangle here. Get that score line on the inside, and then we'll flip it and do the same thing. Stick to the left side when you're on this side. Stick to the right side when you're on this side. So now I've got those sides cut. This is going to help us start creating our box. But before we do that, I don't want a lot of cardstock bunched up where I am trying to create my folds. So I'm going to miter it a little. So I'm going to go from the inside to the outside on both sides of every square. Don't do this to a rectangle. This is only for the squares on the outside. So I am just going to cut inside to outside, pull it out. Inside to outside. There we go. And that's going to help as we are creating the box prevent any bunching up, any extra pieces. So I'm going to do that on all 4 pieces. And there we go. I've got all 4 pieces mitered, and then I'm just going to grab my bone folder and I am going to start burnishing all of our folds here. So get one side, get the other side. And it's a box, so there's gonna be 4 sides total that you'll want to do this to. And now you can kind of see our box is starting to come together. Now, because this is going to be something that holds a bunch of things, I want to use a really strong adhesive today. So I'm going to grab my multi-purpose glue, and I'm going to flip my box over so that it is upside down, for lack of a better term. All of my folds are going in, not out. And I am going to add my multi-purpose glue onto my squares. And I want to make sure I get all the way down to this score line because that's where it's going to be hitting up against the side of the box. And we want that to close completely and not have any gaps. So we'll just get all around the edges here, little in the center to be sure. And then if I can pick this up, there we go. That will go in like this. And we'll line up the sides there. Sorry, I'm losing the focus a bit. There we go. And hold that together until it glues down. And then we'll repeat that on all 4 flaps. And just like that, I got all those glued down and we have a little box. If you've never made a box before because you think it's too complicated, I'm here to tell you I've literally been making boxes since I was a kid. Anyone can do it. You just have to have the scores and you're ready to go. So it's really simple. I encourage you, if you've never tried a box, even if you aren't making one to store your toppers, just try a box. See what you can do with it. It's really simple. And we just want to make the inside of this box just a little bit stronger, add a little extra strength to it. So I am going to glue some cardstock to the inside. I have got 2 pieces that are 5 3/8 by 1 7/8, and then 2 pieces that are 4 1/8 by 1 7/8. And I'm just going to glue those on the inside, once again, to just kind of add some strength to the box so it's not bending in weird ways or getting too bogged down. And this one, you really just want to focus on getting the edges really good and gluey before you put them in your box. So we'll just go around the edge. And just because I like it, I'll do a little bit down the center just to be sure. And then I'm going to attach this inside of my box here. So we've done the long sides. We'll do the shorter sides the same way. And this is also great because it kind of adds just an extra layer to keep those flaps really good and glued down. So this will act as a double layer of protection to make sure your box doesn't come undone for some reason. And so we'll place that in the side there. And while my Berry Burst box is lovely, it wouldn't be a Simply Simple stamping project if we didn't zhuzh it and decorate it just a little. So I have got some designer series paper here. This is the Florals in Bloom designer series paper. Use whatever decorative paper, scrapbook paper you have. These pieces are going to be 5 1/2 by 1 3/4 and 4 1/4 by 1 3/4. And I am just going to use these to decorate the outside of my box. Now here, the strength is not as important, so I am going to use some Stampin' Seal, use whatever tape runner you have, or you can use the glue if you don't feel like getting out a second adhesive. But either will work here because this is less about strength and more about beauty. I'm going to just take that, and this time I am going to work a little harder on centering it since this is the outside that will be visible. And then we'll just set that on there. Boom. So we're going to repeat that on all 4 sides. And now we have completed our little box. This is a very versatile box. If you don't have Pair Eyewear, you can still make a box like this. If you need a place to throw your wallet and your keys at the end of the day, this is a great size. If you need a place to store all your jewelry, boom, this is a great size. So this is once again just to show you, not just if you're a Pair Eyewear wearer, you can make this box and use it for a lot of different things. It's a really useful tool to have in your crafting belt, and I think you'll really enjoy making boxes. And now it is time to make our little dividers for inside of the box. So I have got a piece of basic white thick. This is 5 1/2 by 2 inches. And you'll remember a few weeks ago when I taught you how to make the toppers, I told you don't throw this part away just yet because we're going to use it to make our dividers. So I am going to take the interior of my glasses here, and it still has that adhesive sheet. Let me just take off this little piece that didn't want to come off last time. And you can use one. I prefer to use both so that it is the same on both sides. And you'll notice in here, we have them kind of at different spots so that it's a little bit easier to organize and flip through. So that is as simple as some of them are going to be on the left side. Some of them will be on the right side. Some of them will get stuck as I try and pull them out of the box. And some of them are right in the middle, like this one. So for this one, I'm just going to put this on the left side. And here's the beautiful thing. Put it on the left-hand side and then flip it over and it's on the right-hand side. It works either way as long as you've got both of your glasses pieces on there. So I'm just going to set this maybe like 1/2 inch in and about halfway down so it sticks up enough. And we'll lay that down. Straighten it a little bit on here. Lay that down, and then we'll flip it, and we'll bring in that other piece, and we will just line those up and lay them on top of each other. It really is that simple. And then you set that in your box. And while I'm not wearing those toppers right now, your toppers just fit in there perfectly. They'll fit a little bit better when there's multiple in here. Obviously, when you have built up a collection like me and Connie, you'll have this thing absolutely full of a ton of different toppers. But let's say you're just getting started and you don't want your toppers falling over all the time because there's just a few of them in there. I have a solution. It's time for today's Tuesday tip. So until you get your box full of all the amazing toppers you're going to create, you'll want a little spacer. So this is a piece of 5.5 by 5.5 cardstock that I have scored at 2 inches and 3.5 inches. So I'm just going to give that a quick burnish. So I will put my spacer in the back of my box there. And yes, it's going to kind of move a little. That's okay because this box is going to be getting more filled up, right? So then I will put my divider right there and we'll just put our toppers right in there with it. So now we can use up a little more of that space. You can make 2 spacers until you can fill up the box enough to only need 1 spacer, and then you fill up the box enough and then you don't need any spacers. So this is a great way to make the box very usable. If you only have 1 or 2 pairs, 2 spacers would probably be best to start out with, but it's a great way to fill up the box so that everything's not tipping over. So there you have it, our adorable little box that organizes and keeps all of our toppers in one place so they don't end up all over the floor or getting damaged somewhere. They'll be safe in here and they're so nicely organized. You literally just look at it and say, I want stripes today. And then you pull out your stripe. Well, I grabbed the wrong one, and then you can put it on. So this is a great way to organize these toppers, and I'm sure you guys will have a blast creating this box as well as making all your adorable toppers. Thank you again so much for joining me today. If you liked today's video, make sure to give us a big thumbs up. We always appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, why not give it a try? Typically, we do content around cards and card making. We've got some really great stuff on the channel. Thank you guys again so much for joining me today, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Did I get it?